So, Mr. Chairman, you wanted to kind of explore the priorities for this committee, for this Congress. What's your takeaway from this hearing?
Well, there's a lot of common ground out there in the United States. We've got a president that's mentioned his inaugural address, infrastructure. We in Congress know there's needs out there for investment in infrastructure, and I think the American people understand it. Basically, we're all in the transportation business. You know, whether you're at home with your kids or whether you're running a major corporation that moves packages around the world, everybody utilizes the system. Everybody needs an efficient, safe system. So again, there's a lot of common ground out there. But what the priorities are is to move a package that deals with all, as you heard today, you know, from water to airports, ports, rail, highways. There's all need for investment across the board.
Chairman, what
do you see your role is in terms of helping shape the legislation? Because we heard from people today, but the administration is crafting their own policy. How will you make sure that's incorporated? Is it after it's introduced or early in the process?
No, we're going to be working with the administration very closely to shape it. They can shape things downtown, but it's got to come up on the Hill at the White House. It's got to come up here to pass. So we have a role in that, a significant role, and we've already started to talk to them about various issues. And Secretary Chow and I are going to get together soon and go more into detail as to what she's thinking with the administration.
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Any better idea of the revenue question?
Well, again, there's a lot of common ground when you have Thomas Massey and Mike Capuano and Peter DeFazio on the same page. They have differences of opinion when you start to get down in the weeds. The devil's always in the details, but no, that's something we have to work through over the next several months. And it's obviously, it's a key. It's the $1 trillion question.
Chairman Shuster, there's always a problem with privatizations and determining which public works projects are best if the government or politics are involved. Are you working on bringing back the National Infrastructure Bank or Infrastructure Finance Authority that's been talking about?
Right, I don't favor a National Infrastructure Bank. That's just another federal program. There is a National Infrastructure Bank that already exists. It's called the bond market. And what we can do to help encourage through the tax policy or various other ways to have that function even at higher levels is the way to move forward with something like that.
Do you see parts of this coming on a tax bill, or?
Look, I don't know exactly where it's going to come, how it, because this place sometimes moves in mysterious ways. So we're prepared. We want to be prepared for anything. If we're able to move it to a revenue bill, a standalone sort of broad infrastructure package, or later in the year we have the FAA bill that has to move, which is a must-pass piece of legislation that has a revenue component to it. So you never know.
And guys, we have to make that last because of votes.
On the Twin 33s, FedEx, Fred Smith brought it up, and he also brought up about the trade with Mexico. Are you going to work with shippers to not do the 20% tax Mexican imports, and are you going to move on?
Tax policy is not my bailiwick, but Twin 33s, I think it's something that it's safe. They utilize it today, and it increases the capacity without adding, as Mr. Smith said, without adding a single lane to the highways. It increases our capacity. So thank you very much.
That's what we got.